All right. Hey Cesar, hey Kelvin. I'm going to run through my presentation here for you guys just real quickly so you can see what we have and what we're dealing with for this weekend. I changed the title to update it a little bit, At Home with Zombies. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to run you through what I have and where I think we might improve stuff, and then I'll leave you guys some printouts. So hopefully you can hear my voice. I don't have the cable for my mic, so we're stuck. Okay, here we go. I just run through the history of zombies in America, really here. There's a more detailed history of zombies that we could probably give. It might be a good idea. I know that there's a link to African voodoo zombies and then ghouls. We could probably flesh that out again. The type of zombies that we talk about today or talk about in this presentation are the ghoul type that are brought about by George Romero. They're not really zombies in the way that African zombies are zombies from voodoo. We could talk about that a little bit if you guys want. Then we talk about the nature of zombies, and if they have one particular feature, it's that they're mindless, right? That they don't have any thought. And so this then opens us up to the idea of philosophy and what philosophy could be and what it means. And essentially here we have the understanding that you would be a zombie if you aren't thinking enough or properly and so forth. Okay, then I talk a little bit about what it is concerning zombies that make them so fascinating to us. And one of them is that when we are alive, we are in a state of fighting homeostasis. In other words, my body is fighting to keep it warmer than the air around it, right? And so when people die, that homeostasis stops. Their bodies no longer try to make their bodies different than the environment. In fact, then they dissipate into the environment once they die. So we could talk about that. Ethics is great. I usually run a little example. Here's the general idea behind the example. Students pick something to be in groups of 4. Then, and they do that by Rochambeau, and then they Rochambeau again, paper, rock, scissors, to find out who is who, and then they Rochambeau to find out who's infected. And here are the rules for the first round of the infection. There are 2 rounds overall. 4 people are infected. 1 person is more severely infected. Now, fortunately, there's an antidote, but you can only use the antidote to save 1 person or the other 3 that are not so horribly injured. So the infected. So the idea is 1 person is really, really sick and they're going to die. Oh, good job, Paige, right?
Yes.
Okay, good job, Paige. You got it.
Thank
you. Yeah, good luck. Okay, so 3 people are somewhat poorly, they are infected but not badly. And so if you can divide up the antidote, you can save 3 people. But if you want to save that 1 person, because maybe that person ends up being a soldier or a doctor or something, that's going to come at the cost of all 3 people dying in a couple of days. I hope I've laid that out properly. Basically, the idea is, do you save 1 person or do you save 3? 1 person is so badly infected that you could save just and only them, but the other people have just been bitten recently, their infection isn't as badly spread, and so the idea is you could save 3. Most people end up saving 3 people and letting the 1 person die. Now, scenario 2 is exactly the same, except the person has already taken the antidote, and in order to save them, the members of the party don't just have to let him die, they have to let that person, they have to actually attack that person to take the antidote from them, take it out of their tummy, and they have to do it by killing them. The idea is the results are both the same in scenario 1 and 2, but people are less likely to want to kill someone in scenario 2. And the idea is, why wouldn't you kill someone if it meant saving 3 people? You were willing to do it before. But somehow the idea that you're actively doing something to kill them is worse, and people don't want to actively kill someone. So we just talk about this is just an overview, right, of other stuff we can talk about. Social contract theory is something I think I wanted to build up a little bit. The mind-body problem. We can talk about the ethics of killing zombies or identity. There's a lot more stuff we can talk about. So this is just to let you know where I am, and I'll send you these slides and we will work on this. Okay, I hope you can hear my voice, you guys.